Thanks for tuning in. This is Sylanda.McKinnor, your business coach, talking to you today about noteworthy tips before starting your business. So, I've spoken a lot about logistics before starting your business, some of the base regulations and compliance of what's needed prior to starting your business, and some things that you can think about before starting your business. So, before I go into the actual breakdown of what's needed to get the business up and going, I wanted to talk to you about the why. Oftentimes, when we think about starting a business, we don't take into consideration, why am I going into business? What's the purpose for me going into business? Now, these are some tips that you need to, I shouldn't say tips, but these are some questions you need to ask yourself. What's the purpose of me going into business? Why am I starting this type of business? Who am I trying to target? Who is my audience? What's my purpose? What problem am I trying to solve? What am I trying to get across? Who am I trying to serve? These are some questions you need to ask yourself. No one can answer these questions but you. Uh, if you're in it for the money, so I want to get into business because I want to, make a ton of money. Okay, the reality is you might not starting off. Then you might, who knows? But I would suggest you not get into it strictly for the money. Have some passion about what it is that you're doing, and you really want to craft your skill. Like if you're going to get into this business, give it 100% your best because you don't want to be a jack of all trades, masters of none. I've been there before. As I shared in previous videos, I'm giving you my practical experience as well as some theory behind business. I am a business mentor, a business coach, and I do have an MBA in business. So I'm giving, and I'm going to have some other people that's going to share further along down the line in regards to preparing entrepreneurs for business before you even get into it. So I just talked about the why. What's the purpose of you starting this business? Why are you getting into this business? These are some questions you need to ask yourself. And then I think it's a great idea to have a mentor. Now, I'm a mentor with SCORE, and SCORE is all over the world. They have, I'm in my office here in Indianapolis. We have well over 70 mentors just with various backgrounds, different industries, and they're there and it's free. So, and we're up under the umbrella of SBA. So, here you can get a wealth of information. You want to make sure when you're choosing your mentor that you're choosing someone that's going to be a good match for you. So, there's a difference between a mentor and a coach. So, a mentor is like a sounding board. You go in, you talk to this mentor, it's a long term relationship. They're there to kind of like help you along the way. They're going to ask a ton of questions, and you want them to ask a ton of questions, and you want to be completely honest with them because they're going to be honest with you. They're there. They're not there to stroke your ego, pump you up, but they're kind of there to guide you, to listen to you, and give you their knowledge of expertise on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, they might not be an expert per se in that field, but they're knowledgeable in that field to where they can kind of guide you along the way. As I stated before, it's long term, it's a long term relationship. And you want to make sure that this is someone that you feel comfortable talking to, sharing your experience or your business plans with. They can kind of guide you along the way. As far as a business coach, they have a specific target, meaning that there's a date, a specific time frame. You share with them, hey, I want to start this business on May 1, and I need to have XYZ done by this time frame. That's one of my expertise because I enjoy execution. I like to see results, so I like to get to the end of it. Tell me what it is you want to do, and I'm going to help you get there. It's like a basketball player or a football player. They all have a coach. The purpose of them having a coach is they're trying to win the game. They might have a game on Friday, so they have a trainer, and the coach is getting them ramped up so that they can win this game. Again, the coach is not your friend. The coach is there to help you execute your plan. That's what they're there for, execution. A coach, typically, you pay for a coach. A mentor, you can get a mentor as a volunteer. It's free. It might be someone that you like and they're in that field of what you're trying to get into. And you just, say, hey, I would like for you to mentor me, or do you have the time to mentor me? And you want to be careful there because when you're thinking of, and this will help you long term as well when you're choosing your board. You don't want to get someone who is so um, good at what they're doing to where they have so many clients, so many mentees to where they really don't have time for you. So you want to make sure that you're choosing someone who actually have the time to work with you. So be very careful before you say, I want to have the best of the best of the best. If you're in finance, you might say, I want to talk to Melanie Hobson. She might not, she don't have time to just talk to people. She got people who work up under her. Or Lynn Richardson, who's another one of my favorites. She might not have time to just work directly with you. However, she will work with you in a mass group. But again, you just want to be careful on how you pick in your business coach and how you pick in your business mentor. And be very careful when you decide, I want to jump into business. Again, always come back to why. Why am I doing this? What's the purpose of me doing this? And now is the perfect time for you to have that dialogue, a monologue with yourself. A dialogue, monologue. I look at myself in the mirror and I have the conversation. Why are you doing this? The purpose of me doing this YouTube video is because I want to be able to help an entrepreneur start a successful business and not make the same mistakes I made 25 years ago when I jumped right out because I was so eager to start a business, but I didn't have all the background or what was required prior to. So now that I know that, I want to educate you on what to do before you jump out there. We want to make sure that you're successful. We want to make sure that there's longevity and it's not a microwavable fix where it's a quick results. Microwaves are great, right? You get instant results. Well, however, it's not nutrition, right? It's not good for you. And everything that's easy, quick, and fast, sometimes it's not always the best. So it's like a marathon. You want to take your time with it. You want to gradually pace yourself. So you don't necessarily have, just because you have the ideal in your head today, you don't necessarily have to start the business tonight. I know we live in a fast-paced world. However, go at your own pace. Take your time, write down your thoughts, figure out, why am I doing this? If you have a significant other or husband or spouse, whomever, you make sure you have a conversation and letting them know, hey, I'm thinking about starting this business. What do you think? Are you in support of this? Because if not, that can cause you problems down the line. So these are some things that you need to be thinking about. These are some questions you need to be asking yourself before you start doing all the legal work to start a business. I hope this information that I'm sharing with you is very helpful. That's my intentions, for it to be helpful. Feel free to ask me questions, subscribe, and I'll be sharing more videos on how to as time progress. Until then, take care, stay busy, be safe. Later.